kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. First play's a run with Nwagu. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Cousins now to throw on first down. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Up the middle, Nwagu. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now a give running right, Nwagu. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwagu, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Back to the air on second down. Here's Ritter again. That going to be caught downfield by Miller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are once again back in front.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. You talk about this Falcon defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at #10.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
He's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Cousins to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Cousins now from the 50. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Vikings.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Cousins now.
24-yard line.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On the give is Nwangu. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings are back within a score. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Vikings 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Ritter will set up to throw it. Going up top for Miller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They run with Patterson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Robinson's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
First down and goal to go.
Here we go.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 3rd and goal, Ritter with it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to lose yardage here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now it's Nwangu. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second and 10. Now a handoff to Chandler. And some room to maneuver. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
This is caught by Addison. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Arnold Ebiketie charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They go play action. Cousins had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Addison will go in motion left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. There he goes left side. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are able to add on to that lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Quickly to Addison here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Play fake, Cousins. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's second down. To throw is Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Chandler. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Vikings.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's Chandler on second down. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run with Nwangu. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings! Anthony Schwartz from 6 yards away. And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Joseph now to have the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 26, Vikings 21.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Ritter. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ritter going to change it up. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Set, ready. Black shot. Fight, white. Yellow, go. Red, yellow.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 50 yards. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Koo now for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And now they're in the hurry-up. Play action now, Cousins. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll throw again. Cousins. That's caught downfield by Addison. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Cousins on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now he's flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, Cousins. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kene Nwangu taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Joseph on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Next to score, Falcons 33, Vikings 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, What do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Robinson up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It was Daniil Hunter to make the play in the backfield. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Ritter will set up to throw it. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. In motion, Hollins. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Here we go. Here we go. Strike. Hey, move.
Ritter now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Okay, ready? Ultra. Go ultra.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Black shot. Yellow. Zoom. White. White. Rail. Yellow. Ready.
Throwing now is Ritter. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go red. Drill green.
Here's Ritter. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end,